Hello, and as promised, welcome to the gates of Deleras graveyard for our level 9 episode of Red's Redemption. Plenty to moan about this time around. I'll start with the negatives. So already no evasion. I tell you one thing it does do, it opens your eyes to how nice of a convenience the evasion is on the multi-class builds, which invariably take a couple of levels of rogue early on to secure that evasion. I've already died a couple of times in traps and things like that, and just finding it generally a little bit more painful than it otherwise would be. So the fact that this build is not going to get evasion until, well, the Dark Hunter doesn't get it anyway, and my build won't get it until late in Epic, that's going to be an issue. So if you were just doing a purely leveling build, like maybe a 1 to 20, then I would totally recommend going the standard ranger. The only reason I've gone with the Dark Hunter, because I don't plan to put too many points in their tree, is to get the extra sneaky dice for the play at cap. I thought it would probably warrant it. I say the only reason, that's not true, is it? That's a lie. The healing is another reason. I have made half decent use of that, although it's fair to say as well that our cleric now, at the levels we're playing, is totally capable of healing herself and doesn't need me for that. I'm okay as a bit of a top-up in between fights to conserve spell points, but honestly, she's absolutely fine as is, even with the Reaper nerf. The trap side of things is nice to have, obviously, on a pure. It's the only way to get the trap functionality on a pure ranger. So again, that would be another one in favour of the multi-class build. Another gripe, UMD is an issue. I've been stumbling and bumbling over my teleport scrolls. At present, I have only, where is it? 40% chance now at level 9 to activate one, but I can go a bit more cheaty and put my old glasses on, which gets me up to a 55. That's the best I can do. That's with the goggles of true seeing. Now I have tried to help it a bit. I've got this always on heroism thing in the trinket slot now, and a bit more charisma in there. So I'm doing my best. If we take that off, we can see that we are on a mighty 25%. So I'm doing my best to help it along, but even so, again, another one in favour of the multi-class build. The rogue obviously is very strong UMD wise, so there'd be no problem at this level with the teleporting. Some people would say just walk. The Stormreach D12 from the what do you call it? Where does that come from? That's the festival thing, isn't it? The anniversary event. I'll get there eventually. That's a handy thing to have on a character with low or no UMD for some degree of teleport functionality. I swapped around a little bit with the gear. I'd forgotten to add this very nice blazing sniper sights at 8. Comes from the Temple of Evil Part 1. Deadly quality, deadly double shot, insightful double shot. There's nothing not to like there. That's a super strong item for our build. I changed the braces. The braces slot were our positive healing thing. I put them to the Admiral's wristwatch. So we've got some more fortification there and some nice, there's a healing amp and some nice other things there too for our build. Plus the fact we've got the Dread Isle's Curse set bonus now. So we've given up the one that was related to the Gem of Many Facets that I've removed. But we've gained the Dread Isle Curse, and I've put the healing side of things up on the head slot now, the Crown of Fireflies, Devotion and Healing Law. So what did we say? I'm healing about 60, 70 a time now with the Cure Moderate thing. Level 9 we get auto granted the Accelerate feat, so I think you probably saw it in action in the previous one without accelerate, so let's just show you that with it. A nice flatter arc. It doesn't speed up the animation. The wind up is still fairly slow, but you can see the arc is quite flat and quite fast now to the target, so a little bit more reliable, or as reliable as it's going to get. As mentioned, we got that for free, so we're able to add it to all our healing spells at the moment. That's just the cure moderate wounds. I don't think I have any. Yeah, so that's just the spells we've got: the Ram's Might, jump, and cure moderate. Now the jump is at a nice stage now at level 9, because suddenly we're getting plus 30, so we should be more or less capped out on jump, even having invested no points into it, so that's very nice. And even our cleric, who struggles a bit on the jump, is going to get quite some benefit from that. What else have we got here? Feat for level 9, improved critical ranged, so that's one side in favour of the pure build, because the ranger has a base attack bonus of 1. You can get the improved crit range significantly sooner than you would on a multi-class, which might have to wait until, say, 12 with a rogue heavy type build. So that is going to help us, and that's led now to 17 to 20 for our crit chance, so not too shabby. The Sapphire Sting, remember, has an improved crit profile anyway, so quite nice. I'm thinking of keeping this. Well, probably actually we might end up keeping that all the way to 15, because the weapon dice doesn't change until 10 anyway, does it? Everything from 1 to 10 I think has the same dice, and then yeah, after sort of 11 upwards they start to improve a bit, but I don't think I've got anything else until 15, so we might just find ourselves sticking with that till 15. It's been doing okay. Enhancements wise, I've respect. I took Undead Favoured Enemy with a view to this. I don't know why I've bothered, because everything will be deleted by the time I get there. But we're just going to try and have a laugh in this one, I think. I've never seen a turning cleric in action before, or I hadn't before this live, so I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, as we were in here anyway, I thought we would go and invest properly. So we've got the haste boost there. We've got the second core for the deflect missiles, so I've taken the points out of Tabaxi. And we've got the third core for the nice 5 bonus to double shot. So that's what I've done with those. What else have I got here? No, I think that's it. Do you want to just mention a little bit, seeing as we're on the subject, all about this turning business? What enhancements you've taken, how many you get per rest, and what you've done to make it better on the gear and the enhancements?
So she has 14 turns right now.
Wow. And each one is
Um,
like an AoE around her that can hammer several undeads, isn't it?
yes,
Like
yeah,
instant kill. Now I think the instant kill is something you've upgraded, isn't it? It wasn't doing
it
instant kill
is.
before.
Yeah, so in Radiant Servant, I put 3 points in improved turning.
Yeah,
So it gave me an extra 3 attempts.
right.
And you count as 3 levels higher when you're turning.
Okay. So that
Um,
means you turn more things, is that right?
yes, and then I took a mighty turning, which is 1 point off of that. And any undead that you successfully turn are instead destroyed instead of just dazed.
So that's the important one then, isn't it? So that's taken
Yeah.
us from like a stun to an instant kill, which is pretty
Yeah.
impressive to say the least.
And then I also take Seek Eternal Rest as a spell, and it casts on herself.
Right.
And it gives her a +4 sacred bonus to turn.
Right, so you're
So
heavily
the
invested on
odds
that
that she
side,
doesn't turn are pretty slim.
as we have seen, but we won't spoil it. We'll let people see for themselves. Now, the other thing you need to talk about is the protection domain. That suddenly just got a lot better, didn't it?
Yeah, so when she ranked up to level 8 or 9. No, 8.
9.
She took it
Oh,
at
was it 8?
Oh no, I took it at 9. You're
Yeah,
right.
I
Sorry,
thought it
sorry.
was 9. I thought you said
Yeah.
so.
So she took protection domain 3. So it's greater domain of protection is what it's called. And as part of that, she gets the spell-like ability of radiant force field. So that came with it, which was nice.
Is it, what sort of a cooldown is that on?
It is. Oh, it's long. It's 3 minutes.
3 minutes, but it's really, really good. So you could conceivably save that, until, well, either if you're in really big trouble, like let's say a Vengeance Reaper's blown up and
Yeah.
buffed every, or an end boss that you're face to face with. That could be really, really good. Plus,
Hmm.
you've got those two instant heal to maxes, haven't you? So you're in a good place now,
Yeah.
defensively.
She's got lots of heals. She'll keep you alive.
She certainly has. Well, that'll be a challenge given the amount of bother I get into. Right,
And she's
let's
just
get on
wearing
with it then.
faithful gear too.
She's what, sorry?
Just I'm just wearing a full set of Fey gear.
Fae gear. Yeah, well that's fairly standard. I don't think people bother too much now with the slavers. I think people tend to go from Fae to maybe Ravenloft or maybe even Fae to Shan at 15.
Yeah.
So the first
Go.
one, as mentioned before, is done. We're going straight into the level 7 ones, if the lag will allow. And my plan is to sit at the back and just appreciate the show. So let's just say, for the sake of preserving the turns, if it's just like a straggler or two, we can just deal with them normally, can't we?
Yep.
We'll
I'm gonna
say,
gather up what I can though.
yeah, try and save the turns for the, when there's a group around you, and then just smash them.
You hear the now familiar sound of bone.
Like there's likely to be here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, they're not going to gather, are they?
They're not
These two
gonna.
are archers. Oh, wow, that's something I didn't know. Did you see how far away that worked from?
Yeah,
You were
her
in the
AoE
middle.
works
There were
really
people
far.
on either side, and they both got smashed.
You notice a rusty lever behind the
Oh, that's a definite turning candidate. Beautiful. Is there a cooldown on the turn? Well, I'm guessing
It's
there
like
must
it's a few seconds.
a few seconds, so it's not very
Like,
significant then.
no, like in the time it takes you to cast it is pretty much off.
Right. Is this the one where we get a group in the middle? Yeah, that looks about right. No? What's happened here?
Did we miss a lever somewhere?
I think we must have done.
I got a green one.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, there's one in there, isn't there? Of course. They're all going to appear here. Do you want me to pull the lever?
Sure.
Oh no, it's done. Why is it? Oh, we've we seem to have bypassed that encounter in there by doing it that way round. I'm sure there's about 5 or 6 normally jump up in there. Stone guard. Ugh.
Not anymore.
Nice.
Ooh, souls. Give me that soul.
Oh, That's a nice shot. So that deals with them very nicely too.
Yeah.
You got 2 or 3 coming here, I think. Yeah, that's it's searing light, that, isn't it? That's doing super nicely. So for the leveling side of things, even though she's slated to be a tank, a bit like with the warlock, the early on the spell casting side is very helpful, isn't it?
Yes. I mean, it takes her a while to kill anything, but
I don't agree. Those undeads, you're one-shotting them with the searing light.
yeah, but I mean, if it's something else, right, not undead, then it takes a couple of shots, but
It's taking me at least a couple of shots to kill most things, so don't complain. I think she's doing all right. Took me about 6 to kill that one. How many things have you got left?
6.
We'll have to keep an eye on that, won't we?
Yeah, it's just when there's...
There's quite a pile coming here, aren't there? And then some more afterwards.
Buddy? Oh, hey guys.
Oh, nicely done. Intimidated and then crushed.
Do.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that was a boss. Oh, it's here.
Reaper.
Oh, sorry, I was doing this trap for a little
That's
bonus.
okay. You're fine.
Middle one and then right hand one, I think. There's 4 coming here. Yes. She's rocking and rolling. Yeah, see, one shot with the searing light. Oh, get that thing rid of.
There you go.
Nice.
Just in case. He was a crowd and he was going for you, so.
Yeah, he's a caster as well. Not nice.
There you go, that one. I need a shrine. Oh wait, there's a shrine in that room.
Which room?
This one.
Oh, is there? Oh, nice one. I never knew. Well done.
Yeah, yes.
I think it's an always-on shield you've got, isn't it? It'll serve you well against these casters
Yeah.
and reapers and things.
Yeah,
That's
she has
part
the
of
shield spell permanently.
That's great, considering you wouldn't click it anyway. Oh, look at that. Happy days.
I like that I don't have to be like actually like
Yeah,
near them.
I'm amazed at the range it has. It can be on the other side of the room and still die. She's in here.
Whoa. Coming.
Is she intimidatable?
No. But she is deadable.
Okay. That works too. Very nice. Ooh. You're just showing off now.
Well, there's still some alive in there, but I guess I
So
can kill
she's
them.
gone back for him.
All right, now they're all dead.
I think we could say that was a successful experiment. That's got to be one of the nicest strolls we've ever had through a Deleras quest. Almost felt like cheating.
Well, I was almost out until the skeleton decided to come back. I'm like, seriously.
No sympathy. You went and pestered them.
I killed those ones.
Now this could be interesting. At the very end you get absolutely swamped, don't you, by undead. So we'll see just how many you have the potential to kill. Now that's one advantage of the pure class. The buffs lasting for a much longer time, so not having to bother about renewing them, or at least not nearly so often. And I think eventually we will get freedom of movement, which is going to be an advantage. To be able to cast that. Because several of us like to throw around the sleet storm, don't we? She's up and running. I normally just leave these, but I guess you can use them for the purposes of the demonstration.
Show off with your jumpy skills.
I should find a safer place.
A bright flame flares upwards as the first soul lock is opened.
Now this should show us how far of a range you've got on that thing. Is everything gone? No. Ah, now it is.
Yes.
Nice.
Here.
Did you do that with a turn?
No. That's just her.
Oh, that was
Searing
the
light
searing
thing.
light. Now that's doing really well, isn't it? Is that an SLA or just a standard
No,
spell?
it's a standard spell.
I think I remember when Purple did the Favoured Soul that was particularly effective early on.
Where am I going?
Down
there.
into the bottom here.
Hey.
True soul.
Well, let's see. I'll stand in the middle and we'll see what happens.
Do it. think, am I right in saying there's a limit to the number of, is it
Yeah.
in terms of number of dice or something of undead that you can
Yeah,
turn?
6. I think it's 6.
But I've seen you dispatch fair-sized groups. Put it that way. Well, we'll see here, won't we? Because there's going to come times where you get more or less surrounded by them. We saw 4 in the very first room. And you're regularly doing 2s and 3s, aren't you?
Yeah,
At
she'll
least.
do. I've seen her do 6. Just depends on.
And depends on what type they are. Maybe if it's a boss, there's less. Oh, this is a challenge for you.
And Deleras will be
And for me.
Nah, we're good.
That's nice. The stuff's still firing down from up. So let's not hang about. You can use this as a testing ground. I
I'm
usually
gonna go back
just
and use
run
that
through
shrine
it,
in a
but...
second.
Oh, okay. Well, I think that was 4.
I'm only going back just so I can get all my turns back, that's all.
It's alright. It's allowed. I'm out of bits and pieces as well, so it'll help. Actually, we forgot at 9, didn't we? Or I forgot, I don't know about you, to add the Reaper cores, the second Reaper cores in the trees that we're in.
Ah.
Oh, you're giving Death Ward anyway, okay.
Yep. What? Yeah, the higher level you go, the longer the Seek Eternal Rest lasts too, which is nice. You don't have to
Absolutely. I'm not down to
cast it
these
quite as frequently.
short-term buffs. Said he casting 3 of them.
We got Reapers.
I shot one with a big thing and it just didn't register with the lag.
Another Reaper down at the end there.
I think if we leave him down there, he might not bother us. If he's on the floor below. Oh, you mean down
No.
there? Sorry. I saw the one underneath us.
You hear the whispers of a faint female voice as the fourth seal.
I wonder, can I damage the undead with this AoE healing bottle thing? Oh, crowns galore down here.
And there's a Fear Reaper somewhere because I'm feared.
Keep moving, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Ah, he's
Actually, you know-
behind you. This will be a test for how many you can get. The section down at the bottom there. They don't appear until you touch the middle thing, do they?
Well, here we go.
Feel the room's temperature
I'll
fall.
try and focus fire Delira. You go for the hungry hordes.
Delera has been released.
How many did you get?
6.
6. Wow.
Well, 6 on the first turn, and then I think it was 2 or 3 on the second turn.
I'd have to watch it back. I didn't quite see it
I'm not
happen
sure.
that fast. I think this is where Carnifex drops in. God, we're getting all the thievy bits and pieces. Trapsmith's tool belt now. It's almost like it knows that it needs to showcase all this stuff. I think the gloves we had, the gloves of the snake from the previous one, were better. They were
Yes.
8 on all of the skills.
Do I have to go back out again? I do, don't I?
I'm afraid so, yeah.
I'm like, I remember having to go back out.
When you
Yeah,
say you
I think
remember,
it was
that's
6.
that's an indication of how often you actually do Deleras Tomb.
Yes, my favorite place.
Actually, this might be one of the few where we end up skipping the Isle of Dread, might it? Because we're going on towards... what are we now? No, we could still do it. We just took 9. We're sort of halfway through 9, aren't we? We could still do at least some of it. Or for the sake of something different, we could do something something like Sorodusk. Oh. I'm not sure if we both need... I think we probably both do need to do this, otherwise it might bug out, might it?
Ba-ba-da.
I remember this one as being particularly tough when I first tried the chain, with all the nasty traps. There's one section in particular that's just like a gauntlet of traps, isn't there?
Why don't I have this one?
What's that all?
It's saying I don't have this quest.
Maybe you didn't talk twice to the person down at the bottom. It's a fiddly dialogue thing. You need to speak to it twice. Something
I
about
did.
bluffing. Are you able to red door or no?
Yeah, I'm coming in. I
All
don't
right.
care. Doesn't matter. Just weird because the cup is gray.
That's the only thing I can think of why it wouldn't.
Yeah, I talked twice to him and then the cup turned gray and I'm like, okay,
Oh, then
whatever.
I don't know.
Whatever. There's traps here. You're up.
Is it halfway along, somewhere like here? No. And that's one where Inquisitive definitely has the edge, revealing... Though they don't always reveal the box, do they? But usually they do.
Yeah. But you should never rely on it.
So for anyone who doesn't know, this is the only lever you need to pull in this particular room. Nice. Oh, there's a nasty one behind you though.
Meh. Ooh,
Did that hit
nice
you?
heal.
That's one
It
of the
did.
advantages, because it actually hit the pillar and hit you as well.
Oh, there's lots of you guys. I'll just do that. Ooh, a soul.
Oh, careful.
Found the trap. I found the trap.
Loads of things down there. That's where the gauntlet starts.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
gonna
see
let
if we
you.
can. I think some of them are not disarmable, are they? But I think this first one is.
Yeah, the first one is. They're actually, I thought they all were, but
No, I think there's. Oh shit! I'm gonna have to back out of here.
come on, bring them up.
I'm not in a
'Kay.
good place going down there without evasion. Right, that one is. But then there's a poison one down here as well that I don't think is.
Yeah, you can get them all. I think it's on the other side though.
Okay. Well, if it's on the other side, we're already on the other side, aren't we? Oh God, go
Oof.
away.
Oof. I got hitted by the trappy. It's okay though. There we go.
I can't see
We're
a
good.
box here. No, I don't see a box for this one. Unless I just can't detect it.
Just
Have you pressed them both or just...
many.
What was that? 3, 4? Oh, this one's tough. I'm firing away. He's dodging everything. Oh, there's a trap here, isn't there? I was very lucky not to get cut in two by it.
Reaper?
I'm just doing this trap at the back.
Yeah, give her. I got the Reaper. Really? One more second. There we go. Making friends.
There is a shrine, isn't there, in the room opposite? Nice. Yeah, it's got a serious range to it, that thing. And that ceiling light's done ever so well. Apologies if you can hear the beginnings of the thunderstorm in the background. The poor dog's frightened. Come on then, Hazel. You come under here. Good girl. I swear this weather in the UK, you get 4 seasons in a day and oh. We have had some bright sunshine, but also pouring rain and sleet today. I was going to take her in an hour or so for a bit of a ball throwing, but I don't know if we're going to get to it now. I don't know if she's going to want to go. She gets a bit scared and shivery when it's like this. They're all going to pop up behind us. Behind, all behind. Okay, I had 2 misses in succession there. Not cool, game. Now, does this lock us in? I thought it did. That's it. You deleted the crown there. That was good. Nice.
Your soul is mine.
Take advantage because I think Glitch has a character around the 10 area that might join with us. Although it is a barbarian, how a barbarian could justify sucking up the souls, I'm not quite sure. That's a nice one, that's a 4er.
Anvil is jumping.
Better than I did. Nice, oh lovely. You ready for some more?
Yep. Come on, everybody. All right, fine. I'll wait for them. He never caught up.
What never got up?
I said the game never caught up.
Oh, right.
Huh. I just noticed the top of my scepter rotates.
Does it?
Yeah, I just noticed.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I think you you need to pay more attention to the other details if you've got time to notice that. Now,
I had all the time in the world
this
just
section
now.
at the end, that's going to give you another chance to show. In fact, there's 2. There's going to be a crowd here, aren't there?
Yep, over here.
Get stuck into them, see how many of them you can down. Oh, yes, that was at least 4. Yeah, followed by another 2. There's a soul there for you. And this group at the end is going to be at least the same again, surrounding, so you'll have another chance to showcase your talents. Nice job.
All done.
Golden cartouche.
Oh, there you go.
Intelligence.
Oh, look, here's a repeater for you.
What have you? A named one?
No.
Silver, swift, double shot. It's not terrible, that one.
Not horrible, no.
You've given away the plans for later series. Okay, good stuff. Well, I think that went pretty much according to the script, didn't it? As I said before, I haven't seen this cleric turning in action before. When I played a cleric, I never used that side of it, so clearly I have missed out quite a bit. And if nothing else, especially with the lower levels being so undead heavy, it's a way of turning that thing in your favour if you happen to be playing a cleric. My word, you absolutely strolled through that, didn't you?
Too bad. Like, well, yeah. Out of all my other characters, yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't.
Well, typically you've been in here with bardy characters and
Range.
range. The range just sucks against undead, I know, because I've just had that. Everything I hit was basically yellow damage. And the bardy thing, the The sonic's okay, but the any kind of what would it be at this level? The sound burst stun, wouldn't it? Well, good luck
Yeah.
doing that against the undead. So
Yeah.
no, that would be a disaster too. No, I think that went pretty well. We're going to have to get our heads together now and work out what we want to do for the next one. Thank you very much as always for looking, and we'll speak to you soon. Take care.